It takes us back to the very impulse that created us. And we are all aspects of a greater soul triad. And it's the soul triad that knows the plan. It's the soul triad that knows the greater plan. It is the soul triad that knows its objective, and it creates the circumstances for each individual aspect to incarnate, to continue the journey of self-discovery. And I know when people hear the word incarnate, some people get freaked out and they get, oh, they talking crazy. But y'all, you gotta pull back the layers of lies, and you gotta start throwing them things off of you. We were taught incorrectly. I'm basically all our entire life through Christianity, through faith, through our school system, through the matrix system, through all through the world systems, everything, the ego, they got their hands on us, and they program us, took our history and gave us theirs, and they lied to us, and we became comfortable with what they were teaching us, and we believe everything without questioning. But the soul trial knows its objective, guys, and it creates the circumstances for each individual aspect to incarnate, to continue the journey of self-discovery. So meditate on that, and don't let that incarnate just blow your mind out of the waters, and then all of a sudden you run, you shut down. That's what's wrong with us. We keep running when we get so close to the truth, because I'm not used to hearing such things, and they've been taught that this is evil, this is wicked, and this is crazy, and this is it's going to keep us in a sinful place, and it's going to send us to hell. Ain't no hell, I keep telling you. If you don't want to know where hell is, then go deep inside yourself. There's hell. Just like heaven's in you, hell is in you. Demons, they're in you. You create your own demons. I'm going to leave that there too. So, how do we define the ancestral soul trial? That's another question. Just ask questions, and ask with the intent to get the answer, and the universe will give you the answers. How is the soul ancestral trial made up? Now, to understand this, we need to remember that there are many facets in what a group or a trial soul consists of. And we need to be aware of the planetary life, the ray on which we have been created, guys, the life stream, the root race. What initiation, whether this is a human or planetary, that we are experiencing, what soul lessons we are learning, and what spiritual qualities we are unfolding. And so by embracing all of these, it could lead us to the conclusion that our ancestors, they lived through us as it is a natural progression of evolution. And that's another word y'all gonna freak out on. Evolution. Get over it. It's life. It's all a part of life. It's a part of the plan of divine creator God. Evolution. It's not a bad word. You're always evolving. He's moving you to a transcending to a higher and a higher level of consciousness, so you can reach your highest state of who you are created to be. It's nothing wrong with evolution. You got to debunk all these lies that they were taught us, especially in school, about evolution. Guys, as a aspect of something greater than ourselves, and as we evolved, I'm saying again, evolve, and as we learn and unfold our spiritual qualities, so are the ancestral trial soul. It is unfolding, and it's also learning as well. And this means that through us, our ancestral soul trial, they continues its journey through one lifetime after another. Like I said, death is an illusion. We don't die. We just go on into another life. And I'm going to leave that there. I have videos out there on that, okay? So think on that. We just goes on to another life. So the next question, I'm just going to put questions out there. You can just answer them in the comment box below if you want to, but something you need to meditate on. So the next question, if this is so, then are we our ancestors? And will our descendants be us? And that's a good question. Think on that. I'm going to ask that question again. If this is so, are we our ancestors? And will our descendants be us? Is this then the eternal life that will continue, albeit in different bodies, people? That will continue. That will continue. That we will continue, albeit in different bodies. But the soul memory, the consciousness continues to evolve. And it continues to grow until we reach that point of our highest consciousness selves. And that is the place of knowing. Okay? That's the place of knowing. So what are we trying to reach? The greater self. You put your fingers on you. You say the greater self is me. That's what we're trying to reach. So with this realization, the greater self, there being something greater than ourselves, then we could also realize that perhaps a condition or health problem has manifested because of a soul disharmony. Lessons unlearned in our previous lives. And that's why a lot of times we keep coming back. We got to keep coming back because we didn't get it right. We messed up. We missed some things. We got sidetracked and we laid over without the ego too long. We got messed up, so we got to keep coming back. And we got to keep coming back till we get these lessons right. We got to unlearn to learn all over again. So if we accept that we are all part of our ancestral soul, or ancestral soul trial, then could our problem or our condition be taken back to our trial? That's another question you want to think about. What understanding can we get from all of this, guys? Just think on everything I have said so far and say, okay, what understanding can make it personal? Can I get from all of this what Destiny's saying right now? Okay, think on it. You may go over and over and over again. Repetition is a good thing. It brings us into a higher place of knowledge and understanding, and it opens us up to receive, so that way we can all take a great view of exactly what the universe is pointing us to. Because give us a chance to stay center focused and our eyes turned toward the universe. Guys, wise teachers tell us that all diseases are a manifestation of soul dis-ease, of soul in harmony. And therefore, we need to go back to our ancestral soul trial, and we need to try to figure all this out. We need to try to figure it out. And when next time when one of your ancestors pay a visit to you, they'll try to tell you something. Don't get scared and spooked. Oh, it's a ghost. Okay, that's another lesson. I'm not going to get on that. No, they'll come back because they got things they want to teach you. Your ancestors will appear to you because they got things they want to show you. They got information they want to share with you. You just invite them in and just learn what they are trying to teach you. Guys, our spiritual DNA is not about producing exciting results at a molecular or cellular level. It is about understanding our ancestry at soul and our spiritual level. It is about the understanding of who we are and what part we play in the unfolding purpose of humanity. And our souls are not just about plain little me, as I said, or plain little you. It's not about you, not about me. Our lives are integrated with something far greater than ourselves. It is this. And if this is so, I'm saying, and like I said, it's let me back up and get my thoughts straight. Okay, our lives, guys, is not about that little me and that little you that we always part. That's the ego. That's ego. So let's move on from that. We know what ego is all about. But our lives are integrated with something far greater than ourselves. If this is so, then how come we are not aware of this? Because we're scared and we're cowardly, and every time the truth hit against us or brush up against us, or it flashes through internet or through whatever, we run and we hide. Because we're scared to face the truth. We're scared who we are. We're scared to let go of the things that we have been taught because we're afraid that we'll be put out there to defend ourselves, and we are not comfortable of defending ourselves because we had the ego doing all the work for us, but the ego was programmed us in the wrong way, and we trusted that. Leave that there. Guys, very simply, I'm going to ask you that question. If this is so, then how come we are not aware of this? And that is very simple. It is the experience of our lives and the conditions that is enabling our soul triangle to evolve. And there are other aspects to developing and unfolding through their own experience, enriching the whole entire trial. And if we knew or were aware of others, then our reaction to our experiences will be influenced by this knowledge. And then our soul can only progress by our own reaction and how we deal with that experience. So, our contact with the ancestors and our quest for our spiritual DNA, it lies in the acceptance, guys, and in the acknowledgement that there is something far greater than that little me. There is something far greater than that little you. And once we realize and understand the depth of our very being, acknowledging the presence of the ancestors is not so difficult. And we make it so damn difficult because we just block everything out. We don't want to hear nothing that we are not comfortable of hearing. We don't want to hear nothing that we don't want to face. We are more comfortable with being told lies. That we can turn around, well, somebody else told me that, and put the responsibility on somebody else and telling you standing up and taking responsibility for your own life. Ooh, leave that there on the table also. Once we realize, guys, I must say this again, and understand the depth of our very being, acknowledging the presence of the ancestors, guys, I'm telling you, it is not so difficult. The difficulty, it lies with the outer mind, the letting go, and we just don't know how to let go. We become so possessive of everything. We want to own everything because that's the ego. Mine's, and you don't want to let go of things because you just don't want to let go. letting go of things that no longer has no purpose in your life. You got to learn to let go of things that no longer serve you. Letting go. And that's what makes it so difficult. So difficult. Because we're afraid to let go. Guys, to honor our ancestors, guys, we must first honor ourselves. Not just as the individual we see in the mirror each day, but as the soul that is behind the light shining from our eyes. And you know, I did that video last weekend about when you look in the mirror, what do you see? I'm saying you're not seeing your true self, you're seeing a reflection. That's not who you are. And you can go back and you can pick up that video. When I look in the mirror, what do I see? So when you're standing there looking in that mirror behind the light shining from our eyes, you're not seeing the true you. It is this acceptance of the soul that will eventually help us to recognize our true being. It is this understanding that we will eventually give credence to the essence of our very being, guys. And this understanding and this knowledge, it only comes with self-realization. This is deep. I'm telling you guys, it's nothing wrong with getting out there out of the box. Get deep, because the universe is deep. We may read many books. Guys, we may go to many lectures, and we go to so many different workshops and listen to so many different teachers and listen to their videos, listen to their messages on whatever platform they're standing. We may inquire knowledge of the mind. But guys, until we have realized truth, I'm going to say that, truth in our hearts. And I keep telling you, you got to get there to that heart center. That's your heart chakra. That's when everything becomes totally connected with your higher self, because now you're at the center where love is. That's the God center. But until we have realized truth in our hearts, guys, we will never really know that this is our inner knowledge. We will never really know that this is our true self. You can stand up in front of that mirror all day long and you can deceive yourself and let your ego lie to you, and you keep letting people tell you that's you. You don't know yourself. You don't know your true identity, and will never reveal your true self looking in that mirror. You got to see yourself through the eyes of your Creator God. And that light has to come from the light of the universe that shines and show you your true self. It is through the soul, guys, the soul memory, that we are able to contact our ancestor soul triad. These ancestors are here, and they are here, they are there, they are all around us to help us. And through our experiences, they have given us many gifts, many qualities. And we live with these gifts, guys, and these qualities in our everyday lives. But yet, we may not be aware of this. And many of us are not aware of it. And these are our spiritual genes. And we just don't know we have them. So what do we do with them? It will be all up to us. What we do with these spiritual gems, these spiritual genes, I'm saying gems, apologize. What we do with these spiritual genes, guys, it will be totally up to each one of us individually to figure that out. It is our own experiences, guys, that enhance these genes. And as we develop and unfold our spiritual qualities through the lessons that we learn from everyday life, so are we enriching the very essence of our ancestral soul triad. And then we begin to realize that the soul is who we truly are. That's who we are. We will also realize that the personality is not an enemy to our growth. But the personality is the servant of the soul. It is the vehicle through which the soul can express itself. And the more we allow this to happen, then the more that we are expressing our divinity into the world, our God consciousness, that we are God, that the kingdom of God is within us, that we are our higher and greater self, that we are creators of our own world. Wow. So let's talk about the co-creators with the divine will. That's what we are. We are co-creators. Co-creators with the divine will. Now, we are not separate from the creator universe God. We are rather integral parts of the divine source, the creator universe God. We are co-creators with the divine will. Wow, think on that. And guys, our enlightenment does not come by a gift from God, but it comes from our well-earned lessons throughout our soul's journey and our history. Enlightenment means becoming the radiant divine self that we are. And once we have shed the cloak of this personality, and you will not gain that place of enlightenment or come into the place of enlightenment or that radiant self divine self. You know what I'm saying? I mean, guys, I'm serious. I'm going to repeat it because I want you to get it. I'm talking about enlightenment. What it means is becoming the radiant divine self that we are. And we cannot become that divine self, that radiant divine self of who we are until we have shed the cloak of the personality. Now you understand. I hope I explained that better to you. Guys, our motivation comes with the knowledge that we are eternal. That there never has been a time when we have not been spirit. And in this realization, we can take comfort that whatever life may throw at us, we have that inner depth, guys, that the inner strength to cope and to overcome anything that comes at us because we are God consciousness. And that can be deep, right? Okay, so let's talk about the awakening of humanity. And this is a time when humanity is awakening. Oh, people are waking up. This generation, they are really, younger people are waking up. It took me a long time to awaken. Oh, we got young people waking up now very early, 15, 16. I mean, young, very young. That's a very good thing. I was way in my older years before I really started to become consciously awakened to my higher, greater self. But now the awakening of humanity, this is the time. It is awakening to its true potential, to a spiritual dimension deep within. You know what I'm saying? It may not always understand. It may not always understand or know what the potential is, but it senses that there is so much more than one life. And guys, we are a part of something greater. And the soul of humanity is awakening to its real I am. I am God. I am God consciousness. I am light. I am love. I am peace. It's awakening to the I am, to its real consciousness. And we are awakening to our collective soul trial. And our soul has learned through its history of collective experiences. And it has expressed itself through different races, it has expressed itself through different religions, through different cultures, and it is now awaiting its moment to sense through the Maiso. Did I say that right? The my okay, the my okay, the miasma, the miasma, the miasma. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, Divine Creator. Yes, yes. It is now waiting its moment to sense through the miasma of human diversity. Ooh, the Creator always has your back. Just gotta listen to the Divine Creator. Through the miasma of human diversity, that inner unity that connects us to the divine high power. It is through the richness of our differences, guys, our diversity, that we will recognize who we are and unite in true brother and sisterhood. We all are one. We are one with the divine source and our higher power. We are one with the universe. We are one with each other. We are one with the animals. We all are one. The soul of humanity, guys, is seeking to encapsulate a higher set of values into us. While this is a period of real painful adjustments for so many of us, it is also a time for humanity that is entering into a more enlightened period. Like I said, just relax and go with the flow. Stay in the present moment. Stop going back into the past and tripping out all that stuff, all those lies back there. You don't drop that. Ain't no need even trying to jump into the future, because your God is here in front of us right now in the present moment. So let's live in the present moment, the now moment. That's where the Creator is wanting to get us, in that present moment. That is entering into a more enlightened period. And this is a time when we can measure ourselves by how we deal with crisis, and we deal with the conflicts that come after us, the fears and the lies and all these crazy things and all these negative things. And this is how we deal with the crisis. And this is a time that we need to measure ourselves so we can know how to deal with these things. Guys, let me tell you a quote that Martin Luther King quoted. He quoted, said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of convenience, but where he stands in moments of challenge, in moments of great crisis and controversy." Unquote. That is Martin Luther King. That was powerful. So, let me ask you this. How can we support the soul of humanity? And how can we live up to that higher potential? And how can we live up to those higher values? If you have some questions that you want to give me some answers, some answers you want to put in the comment box, hey, do that. Share it with us. Share it with Destiny. I want to know more. I want to learn from you. I want to learn from your experiences. I want to learn from your knowledge. I want to learn from all the wisdom that you have. Help me. Everything, every little bit helps. Give me some enlightenment, okay? So how can we support this soul of humanity, and how can we live up to that higher potential? How can we live up to those higher values? I'm going to tell you 3 things that I'm going to share with you. Number 1, let us support humanity's oneness by honoring diversity. Number 2, let us be tolerant and understand that there is a dual purpose behind all happenings: the material and the spiritual. That is the soul and the personality. And 3rd, let us look at people and at the world events with a dual eye, okay? So, for this we need to look beyond the outer form then, right? beyond the personality, right? And we had to do that to sense the truth that the soul conceals. So let us remember that one individual, nor, yes, right, okay, let us remember that not one individual, nor one nation, nor one religion has found the only truth. And that's where we get hung up every time. Everybody out there want to fight. I know the truth. I got the truth. Ain't nobody know it better than me. No, we all have our own truth. If you want to know the truth, go deep inside of you. Connect with the divine source. That is the all-knowing truth of everything. But we all fighting. That's why we are so disconnected. We are destroying humanity and that brotherhood and that sisterhood relationship. Because everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to fight. Most of them, maybe I'm wrong by saying everybody, but so many out there, so controlling, manipulative. They all want to try to be the engine that driving all over the place. Whatever. Let me leave that there. I don't want to come hard on nobody, but I'm getting fed up with the fighting and the bickering, the arguments, and everybody and people out. So many people out there want to be a big head, the knowing all. We only have one that knows all. And that's the divine creator, the God of the universe. So get this right. So for this, we need to look beyond the outer form. We need to look beyond that personality. And we need to sense the truth that the soul conceals. And I'm going to say it again. I want you to get it. I'm going to say it slow. Let us remember that not one individual, nor one nation, nor one religion has found the only truth. But each one of us has found a pathway to it. And when we begin to understand and see duality, then we will get away from the black and white, from the good and the evil, the bad and the and the good and the all this wrong and the right and all this stupid stuff. We will get away from all that. Instead, we will realize that in everything, guys, in life is a mixture of both light and darkness, turmoil and peace. I mean, we got to get away from all that. That's what divides us. Humanity has entered a great period of crisis on the road to enlightenment. And guys, we are facing enormous